The sky above the Celestari capital shimmered as energy shields flared to life. Towers of light rose from the city, forming a vast protective dome. Beyond it, enemy ships appeared from faster-than-light travel, dark shapes against the glowing stars, their weapons charged, filling space with a deep, threatening hum. Inside the council chamber, tension spread like a storm. "They have come in force," one council member said. "Our defenses can hold, but not without cost." Lysara stood tall at the center of the chamber, her expression calm but resolute. "Then we pay the cost together," she said. "This threat exists because they fear unity." Ethan watched the towering beings around him. Advanced technology surrounded them, yet he could sense hesitation, uncertainty. They had power, but they were unused to fighting alongside someone so different. "Queen Lysara," a counselor said, "the human should be escorted to safety." Ethan took a step forward. "No," he said firmly. "I can help." Several eyes turned toward him. "You are untrained," another counselor said. "You will only become a liability." Ethan did not raise his voice. "Maybe. But I've fought these people before. They think in patterns. I don't." Lysara turned to the council. "I trust him." That single sentence carried immense weight. Reluctantly, the council agreed. They moved to the command center, a vast open space filled with floating displays and shifting light. Outside the shields, the enemy ships began firing. Energy waves slammed into the dome, causing ripples of light to spread across its surface. "They are testing our strength," Lysara said. Ethan studied the displays. "They're not trying to break through all at once. They're mapping response times." He pointed to a cluster of ships. "Those three are coordinating fire. They're forcing you to overcompensate." A Celestari commander adjusted the shields. "How do you know this?" Ethan shrugged. "That's how pirates work." "Same mindset." Lysara nodded. "Do as he says." The shield patterns shifted. Enemy fire began to miss its mark, dispersing harmlessly. Frustrated, the mercenary fleet changed tactics. Smaller ships broke formation, diving toward the city in fast attack runs. "They're trying to overload individual shield points," Ethan said. "They'll sacrifice smaller ships to create an opening." Lysara's hands glowed as she strengthened the shield nodes. But the strain showed on her face. The Celestari could endure, but at great personal cost. Ethan saw it immediately. "You can't keep this up," he said quietly. "I must," Lysara replied. "If the shield falls—" "It won't," Ethan said. "Not like this." He moved to a control interface, fingers hovering over unfamiliar symbols. "You trust me?" Lysara met his eyes. "With my life." Ethan swallowed and acted. Instead of reinforcing the shields, he rerouted energy flow, creating controlled weak points. To the Celestari commanders, it looked like a mistake. "Human, stop!" one shouted. "Wait," Lysara said. Enemy ships surged toward the weak points, sensing victory. At the last moment, Ethan triggered a reversal. The weak points collapsed inward, trapping the attacking ships inside a compressed energy field. Lysara amplified the effect, her power precise and controlled. The trapped ships shut down, drifting powerless. A stunned silence followed. "They overcommitted," Ethan said. "Now they're exposed." The Celestari fleet launched, elegant ships streaking through the shield openings. They did not pursue destruction, but disablement. One by one, enemy vessels were neutralized, but the largest enemy ship remained, its core weapon charged, drawing energy from the disabled ships. "That weapon can pierce the shield," a commander said. Lysara's eyes widened. "It will require a life force seal to stop it." Ethan turned to her. "What does that mean?" "It means I would bind myself to the shield," she said calmly. "If the weapon fires, I will absorb it." Ethan shook his head. "No, this is my duty," Lysara said. "I am queen, and I'm human," Ethan said. "We don't trade lives like that." He studied the display. Mind racing. The weapon's charge cycle. The energy flow. The timing. "There's another way," he said. "Riskier. Lasara looked at him. Tell me. We let it fire, Ethan said, at the shield's strongest point. Then we redirect the energy back along the firing path. The room fell silent. That could destroy both ships, a commander said. Or just theirs, Ethan replied. If the timing's right. Lasara closed her eyes for a moment. When she opened them, there was trust there, absolute and unshaken. Do it, she said. The enemy ship fired. A beam of unimaginable power struck the shield. The dome flared white-hot. Energy screamed through the system. Now, Ethan shouted. Lasara acted instantly. She guided the energy, bending it with everything she had. Ethan triggered the reversal at the precise moment. The beam snapped back, tearing through space and slamming into the enemy ship's core. The vessel imploded silently, vanishing in a flash of light. The battlefield fell quiet. Inside the command center, relief washed over everyone. The threat was gone. Lasara staggered. Ethan caught her before she fell. You okay? He asked. She smiled weakly. You saved me. He shook his head. We saved each other. In the days that followed, the Celestari honored Ethan as a guest of the crown. The council's tone changed. Where there had been doubt, there was now respect. You have shown us something we forgot, one counselor said. That strength is not only power, but choice. Lasara stood beside Ethan, her expression proud. Humans are not lesser, she said. They are different. And that difference matters. Ethan looked out over the glowing city, still trying to understand how his life had changed. I didn't rescue a queen, he said quietly to Lasara later. I rescued a person. She looked at him, her eyes warm. And that is why I would lay down my life for you. Ethan met her gaze. Good thing you don't have to. Above them, the stars burned brightly. Two worlds, once distant, now stood connected by trust, courage, and one simple act of kindness that proved the galaxy had underestimated humanity.